in your country, do any colors have a particular significance? What color do people wear at weddings or funerals, for instance? Do you have any special colors in your culture? Do they have any special significance? This talking about color type. So this is according to color psychology, what the colors that you wear mean. The color red is an impulsive color. Impulsive means that you just like think of something and immediately do it. You don't stop to think about the consequences. You just like a thought comes in your head and immediately you just do it regardless of what happens. It's excitable. We talked earlier about the red car. It's excitable color. It's also a color of energy. Orange is a color of competence. So you have the ability to do things well. Also self-orientated. So you tend to focus upon yourself. Impatient. Yellow is a very active color. So people who get off their backside and do things. And it's spontaneous. The word spontaneous, impulsive are basically the same word, but the big difference is impulsive is seen as something that is a little bit bad, a little bit negative, whereas spontaneous is kind of seen as something good, something fun. I might say, oh, let's go to Kending for the day. And you say, oh, okay. So like it's spontaneous. And that's kind of what impulsive is too. But like we think of impulsive like always leads to bad things, whereas spontaneous leads to kind of fun things. Also yellow, communicative. So somebody who like talking a lot. Green is more color of being cautious. It's a color of peace. You can see this in nature. Also someone who is helpful. Blue, somebody who's intelligent, somebody who's self-reliant, so independent, but also sensitive. I'm not quite sure what sensitive means because it kind of has two sides to it. Sensitive, when it's outside of ourselves, is a very positive thing. So like you're able to sense how other people feel and to react to them accordingly. But if it's looking inside yourself, sensitive means that you're easily offended and so on. So this could be a good thing. It could be a bad thing. Brown, it means that you're honest, you're appreciative, so you understand the value of things and how people help you and so on. And then finally, black means you're strong and independent. The part that color plays in our emotions. Colors can actually affect how you feel. And that's like if you go to a concert and they're using colored lights, it kind of excites you or calms you down and so on. Traditionally in the theatre, the restroom where the actors are, it's called the green room, and they would paint it green because it would help them to keep calm, because obviously they get very nervous before going on stage. Color can play not just give us signals and symbolize things, but it can also affect.
Actually, I'm from Malaysia, and in Malaysia, if you say I like green color, then people will say, "Oh, are you Malay?" Because we have three kinds of people, like Malay, Indian, and Chinese. Yeah, and the Malay and Indian is more like green color. They will paint their house to green color, and actually, when they are like New Year, they have the ang pao like Chinese, but their anbao is in green color. Yeah, something like this.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, in Taiwan, the color green has a different association to do with politics.
Red is very popular at wedding.
So why?
Since people in Asia think that in China or in Taiwan think that red represents happy, cheerful, and fortune.
Fortune, yeah. I mean, weddings are a little bit more complicated now, but I mean, traditionally people would wear red at their wedding. And these days, if you get married, you usually wear like 5 or 6 different dresses, and each one of them a different color. White is quite popular these days, of course, but that's from the influence of watching Hollywood movies and so on, although traditionally white is connected with death. Okay, it doesn't seem to work that way anymore.